And here we are, Cam Merzlag, back with Amador County's favorite handyman, Stuart London.
Cam, good to see you. How are you?
You too, bud. Doing good, doing good.
Good.
Brought in some maintenance tips for us and some things. Let's get started.
I brought in the whole kitchen sink. Under your kitchen sink, the garbage disposal. If we can see the white stains underneath this thing here, and especially around the edge, this unit was failing. There's actually a little pinhole. I don't know if you can probably see that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so this unit failed. We replaced it. But when you see something like this under your sink and you see white stains or little drips of water, that's the time to call us out before we get a big water damage or mold under the sink.
Sure.
While we're talking about the disposals, almost everybody has one of these floating around under the sink or in a junk drawer.
Keep it right under the sink's the best place for it.
It is. And this is what we use if your disposal gets clogged. You can free it, and then you can turn it back on and run it. So we're done with that. Continuing under the sink.
All right, and I always like it when Stuart brings in hose. You know, I'm like, you know what, man, this is just great.
Okay, well, you got that one, so let's talk about that. So this is a supply line that I replaced. This is a contractor series. The water line is sweated in to the actual valve.
Right.
When we are working on this was a toilet supply, when we work on them and we bend them a couple times, they tend to start leaking.
Right,
in this
yeah,
case,
they're gonna crack. Next
exactly.
thing you know, there you go, done deal.
I'll break it. So what we do is we never reuse these ever, ever, ever. We always replace them with a brand new angle stop and a brand new supply line. The other advantage of this is down the road, if we have a leak, we can always replace the supply line without any big expense, without having to call a professional out.
I knew you'd be the kind of guy with high quality hose.
I have a high quality hose. This, we talked about earlier, does anybody out there have a shower valve that they have to really pull hard or push? Sometimes that was you. You pulled so hard, what happened?
I pulled it right out of the wall.
And the water started squirting at him. Right. Okay, so this is, this particular one is a Moen, and I just replaced this one a couple days ago. The replacement is fairly straightforward if you have the right tools, you know what you're doing, but the new one, it just worked just smooth, easy, and the customer thought they had done something wrong, just like you had, and you hadn't. They wear out, and then it's so hard, and then you just yank it, it breaks. So they're a quick and simple repair. Again, just looking at stuff underneath your bathroom sinks. If there's areas of corrosion, things that don't look clean, if there's drips, we just want to get rid of that stuff. We're going to stay with hoses, and let's jump to outside hoses.
Okay.
A lot of us have water lines coming into the house. This would be 1/2 inch, and this is 3/4. This would be more likely the size going into a house. But if you've looked, I've got insulation on both of those.
Right.
Now, when we're up country, this is probably not enough insulation.
Okay.
So what I will do if there's a water repair or if someone calls me out is I will actually double insulate. So we'll put a thick wall of insulation, and then we'll do a second one. And I don't know is that a good shot? Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
So anyway,
nice, black and thick.
We just want to make sure it's thoroughly insulated to protect from the elements.
So we can get nobody wants a broken pipe in the middle of the winter.
We don't want a broken pipe. We'll come out. We'll do emergency calls. We'll help you out. Along with that, we're sticking on the hoses. You know what these are?
Washer and dryer.
Washer and dryer hoses, right. So if you've had that washer and dryer in the house 5-8 years, this is a real inexpensive replacement. For about 20 bucks, you can put new ones in. For about 30 bucks, we can put braided stainless steel ones in. You go away for Christmas, you come back home, your house is flooded. This was a real cheap, easy fix. Preventative maintenance. Again, if you look at the ends of the hoses, if there's any seepage or any bubbles, we want to get them replaced. We want to do that sooner than later.
Why'd you bring your caulk?
Well, I brought the caulk and the caulk gun because, again, everyone's closing their houses up. We have a whole lot less air coming through the house, which will bring us to the fan, but we can seal up windows, doors, and the caulk gun works pretty straightforward. Okay. Let's see if we can, there we go. It's clear on clear, so I guess you guys can't see that real well. Yeah, but you lay a bead of caulk, and then I'm not going to use my fingers on it right now, but we smooth it out. This particular caulk is a silicone caulk. It would be used for water applications. It is not paintable. There's different caulks for the outside of the house versus inside of a bathroom.
Okay.
Okay.
And let's smoke alarm time. Tell us about that.
Okay. So we just changed our clocks. So this is a smoke and carbon monoxide detector. This one actually talks to you. Sometimes if we have older family members, an alarm might startle them or they might not know what's going on. This one will actually tell you, danger, smoke, danger, carbon monoxide.
I'm not sure what that loud piercing beep is, but yeah, okay.
Okay. Along with that, when we're working around the house, we should be using personal protective equipment.
Right.
Safety glasses, these are kind of cool.
Look at that, man.
Knee pads, if you're going up in the attic or down in the crawl. Dust masks, and of course, Cam's favorite,
The rubber gloves.
rubber gloves.
Hey, if you got any questions about caulk and hose and this kind of thing, give Stuart a call. Your number?
296-3613.
And we are going to run over to Martha Perez and our next guest. Thanks, Stuart.
Great job. Thank you, Cam.